Welcome, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Jen Hilman, and I invite you to roll out your mat for this replay of my live yoga class, a part of the Third Eye Chakra Flow series. So while you're at it, be sure you like this video, leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll out your mat and get yourself comfortable. And let's get ready to flow. All right, so we are going to begin our practice today sitting comfortably on your mat. We'll just take these first few moments to get grounded. So as you settle into a comfortable seat, when you're ready, you can begin to close your eyes. And start to turn your attention inward, tuning into your breath, observing the flow of your breath as it moves in and out of your body. Feel yourself anchored to the earth as you gently rise and extend up through your spine, extending up through the crown of your head. So at once, we feel a sense of grounding and simultaneously a sense of lift. Allow your breath to move deeply in and out of your body. And as you begin to settle in here, start to turn your attention, moving your awareness to the third eye. It can be seen as a space kind of just between the eyebrows, just above the inner corners of the eyebrows. The third eye is also associated with the pineal gland, situated in the center of the brain. So turning your attention towards that third eye, visualize here a deep indigo blue light spiraling and pulsating with energy. And as you attune your awareness to the third eye, we begin to awaken the energy of your intuition and your insight, awakening your creativity and inspiration. So you may, even with your eyes closed, you may turn your eyes towards the center, almost as if you were looking at your third eye. And filling your body with breath, visualizing that deep indigo blue light, we awaken our inner voice, our inner sense of knowing. And slowly begin to roll your head around. Just taking it slow and easy. You can keep your eyes closed if that feels good. And you could imagine tracing a circle with the crown of your head. Just allowing for that movement to flow. And when you're ready, you can begin to reverse directions, letting your head spiral the other way. Again, just observing the subtle sensations that you feel in your neck and at the base of your skull. Then slowly allow your chin to roll down to your chest, maintaining a sense of lift through your spine. So as your head folds down, we tune in and feel a gentle stretch along the back of your neck. Then gently circle your hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers there. Then we'll allow for the weight of your arms to gently press into the back of your head, softly increasing the stretch at the back of your neck. And if it feels good to you, you can begin to gently turn your chin from right to left. Now this movement may be subtle. You don't have to move big or fast, but just incorporating some subtle and gentle movement, turning the chin from side to side, and you'll feel this experience of the stretch begin to change. And we'll slowly return to center and gently relax your hands down to your lap. Then slowly roll your head up towards the center. So we're going to roll your shoulders down your back and actively depress the shoulders. So you think about like some bricks or some heavy weights or a heavy backpack, pressing your shoulders down. Then we're going to tune into a sense of lifting up through the base of your skull. So we slightly draw the chin in. It's not quite the same as folding the chin down, but you draw the chin in and lift up through the back of the head as you draw the shoulders down. So the shoulders are giving you that downward, that grounding sensation as you feel that lift through the base of your skull. So we really start to stretch through the spine, but it's very subtle and it's very internal. So drawing the chin down and in, we lift up through the back of the head, stretch as you roll your shoulders down. Then again, we'll just make some easy head rolls, just relaxing here, incorporating some movement, just letting the head and neck relax. You can reverse directions. Whew. All right, making your way back to center. We're going to practice just a little bit of eye gazing exercise here. So we'll do some finger tracking. You want to take your index finger, right or left, doesn't matter, your choice. We're going to start by bringing your finger to the curve of your nose. So between your eyebrows, just that little bridge of your nose there. Then turn your gaze towards your fingertip. So we look at the fingertip, then slowly begin to draw your finger out in front of you, maintaining your focus at your fingertip. Then we draw the fingertip back in, turning your gaze inward, then gliding your finger out away from you. So we're changing the focus, we're exercising the muscles in the eye. Again, gently draw the finger to center, just touching that soft curve of your nose. Then draw the finger out. We're going to go 2 more times like this. Slowly in. And slowly out. Try not to lose focus of the fingertip. We'll go 1 more time, touching the soft bridge of your nose. Then slowly guide the fingertip back out. Okay, we'll relax the eyes. You can close your eyes here. Okay, then we'll open the eyes again. So now we're going to take that fingertip out in front of you just about 6 inches or so. And then keeping your chin stable right where it is, we're gonna move your finger to the right and follow with your gaze as far as you can until you like just barely lose sight of the finger. Okay, keeping your chin stable, we're gonna slowly glide the finger the other way, moving as far to the left as you can, as long as you can still see the finger. Then we come back through center and over to the right. Try not to move the head. Then coming back through center, we move over to the left, right? So this is yoga. We're doing some eye yoga. So we're gonna go back and forth a couple more times. To the right, trying not to move the head. And over to the left. Then we'll go one more round. Over to the right as far as you can. And then all the way over to the left, tracking the finger with your gaze. And then slowly bring it back to center. Close your eyes and relax. Take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. Okay, one more exercise here, then we'll continue to move more of the body. So we're gonna start by opening your eyes real nice and wide. Then take your 2 peace fingers on both hands. You're gonna gently bring your middle finger towards the inner part of your eye and your outer finger towards, your index finger towards the outer part of your eye, just below the eyes, okay? Then slight, gentle traction down, okay? So we're just gently traction down, then turn your gaze up. So we slightly pull the skin down as you roll your eyes up. Now from here, squinch your lower lids like you were trying to close your eyes. Then relax. Okay, so it's subtle. You traction down with your fingers, looking up with your gaze. Then we just traction the lower lid up like you were gonna squinch your eyes. Then you relax. Okay, we're gonna do this 3 more times for a total of 5. Traction down, lift up the eyes, lift up the lower lid, squinch, 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 and release 2 more times. Lift up the lower lid. So it's like you're gonna close your eyes, but everything is moving up, 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 and release. Then we go 1 more time, looking your gaze up, squinch with the lower lid, squinch, squinch, squinch. Okay, release. Close your eyes and just make some gentle circles with your fingertips around the skin, around your eyes. So you're just kind of massaging the area around your eyes. Now, this is part of my daily beauty regimen, you guys, little eye exercises, keeping the muscles taut and toned. This is how we stay young forever. So you guys can just put that in your little pocket. Now let's go ahead and move on to your tabletop position. We're going to begin to move in some cat and cow, mobilizing your spine and just loosening up the body. So as you inhale, we'll lift your heart, lift your tail, stretch your tummy long, then exhale and round it in, pressing against the earth as you squeeze your tummy tight and stretch the back. Inhale to lift, exhale to round, and allow yourself to just move at your own pace. There's no rush. Just allow yourself to feel the fullness of the movement along with the fullness of your breath. So really just tuning in here, feeling the breath and the body moving in synchronicity. And gently make your way back to center as you feel ready. Coming back to that tabletop, we're going to walk your hands forward to the front edge of your mat, letting yourself soften down into puppy pose, moving into a deep stretch across the chest and the shoulders. Feel the softening along the space behind your heart. So allowing yourself to melt your chest towards the earth. Then let's lift your chin towards the mat
stretching and opening through the throat. Then open your eyes and look your gaze along the floor line. So you want to open the eyes and look out in front of you as best you can. Take a deep breath in. Exhale a deep breath out, feeling your body soften. Then we'll slowly start to walk yourself back up. Nice and easy. Making your way back to center, coming back to that tabletop. We're going to curl the toes under and lift up your hips. Working your way into downward dog. We're going to pedal out the feet, just walking your dog. Stretching into the backs of your legs, extending through the length of your spine. Breathing slow and deep as you go. When you feel your legs starting to open, we will begin to settle into a moment of stillness, reaching those heels towards the earth as you soften your chest towards your thighs. So again, we want to come back to that feeling of the gentle curve behind your back, softening that space behind your heart. Take a deep breath in. And exhale a deep, full breath out. Then softly lower your knees back down to the mat. Sink your hips to your heels and we'll come down to child's pose. Allowing your forehead to softly rest to the mat. Begin to roll your head from side to side, massaging your forehead along the mat. So allow yourself to move slowly here as you gently rock your head from side to side, relaxing any tension along the brow. Then making your way back to stillness, coming back to center. Gently press yourself back up into your tabletop. Now, we're going to practice a little balancing here in your tabletop position. So practice by focusing your gaze on an unmoving spot on your mat. So we really just dial in the focus to one spot on your mat. Then begin to extend your left leg up and back behind you. Tone the strength of the left leg. We want to make it super strong and sturdy behind you. Then begin to extend your right fingertips out in front of you. Lift through your belly, so we hug the core into center as you tone the left leg and reach your fingertips forward. Balancing here, we'll take it one step further by bending your left knee. Reach back with your right hand and see if you can take a hold of the top of the left foot. Then we'll begin to kick your left foot into your hand, peeling the right shoulder open. We take it into a stretch and use your drishti, your focal point, to help you maintain the balance. Then we'll slowly release hand and knee back down to the mat. Then let's make some big circles here, spiraling your hips in a big circle, shifting your weight over your wrists and over your knees. We just make some nice big circles, massaging it out. Then we'll slowly come back into center when you're ready. Then we can prepare to move on to the second side. So we start with a nice stable table. Stable table, that's us. Then we'll start to focus the gaze on an unmoving point on your mat. Then we'll shift your weight into the left knee and begin to extend your right leg up and back. So we tone the right leg, really hug the muscles strong. Then we'll slowly start to extend the left fingertips out in front of you. Again, gentle reminder to lift through the belly, tone your waist and core as you hug the right leg strong and reach the left fingertips forward. Then we'll bend into your right knee, reach back with the left hand, see if you can find the top of your foot. Then we'll slowly begin to kick your right foot back into the left hand, peeling that left shoulder open. We get a great stretch here, but use the gaze, the focal point, to help you sustain the balance. Then we'll slowly release, hand and knee to the floor. Then let's make some big circles the other way. So spiraling the hips around the other direction. Massaging through the wrists and the knees and the shoulders and the hips. Then gently making your way back to center, we're gonna press back into downward facing dog. Curling your toes under, you can begin to lift through your hips, pedal out the feet if that feels good. We'll begin to make your way into your shape. Pressing firmly through your hands, spread the fingertips wide, and we'll slowly turn your gaze under the right arm. So we look towards the right, then slowly turn your gaze towards the left. Returning your gaze to center, we're going to slowly make your way forward. Walking your feet back to the top of your mat. We're coming all the way forward to fold over your legs. As you fold forward here, you can begin to shift your weight side to side, just massaging the space behind your legs. Right, so just letting yourself explore a little bit, noticing what you feel in your body as you shift and move. And then we'll come back to center, stabilizing your weight over the legs. Then grab opposite elbows, letting yourself hang in a ragdoll. And as you fold down over your legs, let your head relax down between your arms so the head feels heavy and we respond to the pull of gravity. Then gently release your hands back down to the floor. We're going to slowly roll yourself up to standing. Just nice and easy. Slowly unrolling the vertebrae one at a time. Gently come all the way up to standing, letting the shoulders relax down, and your head is the last thing that comes up on top. So as you come to standing here, feel your feet on the earth. Feel the strength of your legs as they rise, and feel a sense of lift up out of your hips and a lengthening along the sides of your waist. Let your shoulders be relaxed as you extend up through the crown of your head. So we're just feeling a strong, grounded, standing pose. Then bring your hands to a prayer position at your heart. Take a deep breath in. And exhale a deep breath out. As you gently shift your weight into your right foot. So spread your right toes wide apart and root down through the toes and the heel. Then slowly begin to draw your left foot up to the inside of your right thigh.
So we're making our way into a tree pose, pressing the left foot into the right thigh. Engage the strength of the right leg as you lift up out of your waist and focus your gaze in front of you. Then rotate the left knee forward. Interlace your hands in front of your knee and hug your knee up and in, squeezing that left knee towards your chest. Now we're gonna open your arms out towards the sides and kick those left toes out in front of you. Try to extend through the left leg. Then slowly draw the left heel in and begin to kick your left toes back behind you. We're slowly hinging over the right foot, changing the gaze to a point on the floor in front of you. Balancing here for 3, 2, and 1. Release your fingers to the floor. Kick your left heel high. Nice stretch in a standing split. Then slowly release your left toes down to the back edge of your mat and set yourself up into a lunge. Nice job, you guys. That's a long balancing sequence that we practiced. It's certainly not easy, so good for you for hanging in there. So as you set up your lunge, we're gonna bring your right hand onto the right thigh, pressing against that knee. You're gonna leverage yourself into a deep spiral, nice good rotation, stretching out all the kinks, loosening up through the spine, nice deep twist. Now, we'll tone the strength of the legs, maintain your twist, and slowly begin to rise into a revolved high lunge. So again, we're using that focus to help you maintain the balance. Then you can slowly, look, option, you can stay here with the arms extended. You have another option to bring the right hand down to the back of your left leg and extend the left arm up towards the sky. You can stay right here, or maybe even start to take it into a baby back bend. But wherever you are, let your focus, your gaze, help you to maintain the balance. Then we'll slowly inhale to center, rotating your gaze to the front. Nice big inhale as you reach your fingertips high. Then exhale and gently float your hands down to the floor. Glide your hips back, extending through the right leg. We want to stretch that right leg in our pyramid pose. Inhale to extend your spine long, and as you exhale, let yourself fold down over the right leg. Take some deep breaths here as you work your way into that stretch. Just allowing it to open little by little. And then on your next inhale, lift and extend through your spine, reaching your heart forward. Now we're going to spin the left heel down to the mat and open your right fingertips to the sky, opening into your triangle pose. Extend and lengthen through the crown of your head as you open the left shoulder to stack on top of the right shoulder. So both feet should be flat to the floor and your spine is stretching long. Then we'll rotate the gaze up towards the sky. So looking beyond the left fingertips. Now we'll slowly bend into your left knee, or your right knee, excuse me. So lunging the right knee forward, we make our way into a side angle pose.
Then toning through the strength of your legs, we're going to slowly press yourself all the way up into your warrior position. Stack your shoulders over your hips so the torso is aligned. As you lunge into the strength of the right leg, extending the arms out from your heart, we rotate the gaze beyond the right fingertips, looking out beyond the horizon. Then turn your right palm to the sky. Trace a line overhead, arcing the right fingertips up and over, and let your gaze follow the right fingertips as they reach up and back. Lunging forward into the right knee as you reach back with the right fingertips. Let's slowly circle your hands all the way down to the floor, rotating your gaze back down to the mat. Spin your left heel to the sky. Press against the earth and sweep that right heel up into a tripod. And we'll slowly release the right foot down. Coming into your downward facing dog, take a deep breath in. And exhale a deep breath out. And you could even close your eyes here in your down dog. If you want to opt for child's pose, that's always an option. So just finding yourself in the most nourishing rest. Breathing the breath in and out. When you're ready, we'll slowly make your way forward, coming back towards the top of your mat. You can walk your feet forward one step at a time, or take one large step forward to fold down over your legs. And then when you're ready, we'll slowly unroll the spine, stacking the vertebrae as you roll yourself up to standing. So coming all the way up to vertical, let your shoulders relax into place as your head is the last thing to roll up on top. Bring your hands to a prayer position at your heart and take a full round of breath in and out. And then spread your left toes wide apart on your mat. Root down through that left foot as you shift your weight over. We're going to slowly begin to float your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Balancing in your tree pose. Lift up out of your waist as you press the right foot into the left leg. Tone the strength of the left leg so it pushes back into your foot. Extend up through the crown of your head as you focus your gaze in front of you. Then we'll slowly begin to rotate your right knee towards the front. Interlace your hands in front of the knee as you hug your knee up in towards your chest. So we give it a squeeze. Now, open your arms out towards the side as you practice extending the right toes out in front of you. Nice strong balance here. Then slowly draw the right heel in, and we'll begin to extend your right leg behind you, hinging over the left hip. You allow your gaze to track down towards the floor, turning your gaze towards the earth. We've balanced here for 3, 2, and 1. Then release your fingers to the floor and kick, kick, kick the right heel high, finding a nice strong standing split. Then we'll gently release your right toes to the back edge of your mat, setting yourself up for a lunge. Then bring the left hand to the left knee. Pressing into that leg, we'll rotate the spine around, just giving yourself some leverage. We want to get a good, deep, juicy twist as you rotate through your heart. Then we're toning the legs to slowly pull yourself up, coming into the high revolved lunge. Whew. So I told you we were going to do a full body practice today. We don't want to leave anything out. So we use your focus to help you balance. Then we'll slowly, you can either keep the arms extended, all good, or you can lower the left hand to the back of your right leg and extend the right fingertips up. You could stay right here, or even start to play with maybe moving into a little back bend, using the gaze to help you balance. Then cycling back to the front, let's inhale here, stretching your fingertips high, finding your focal point in front of you. Then we'll exhale and release your hands down. Press against the earth as you inhale and sweep the left heel high. Then exhale and gently release the left foot down. Coming into your downward facing dog or child's pose. We're taking 3 full rounds of breath in your resting pose. Slowing down the breath. Slowing down the thoughts. Oh yeah, sorry, thank you. Let's do a warrior pose. We'll leave nothing out. So here, let's transition. Let's inhale and sweep the left heel high. Nice big stretch into that tripod. Then as you exhale, we'll step the left foot forward, coming back towards that lunge. All right, so once you're set up in your lunge, we'll draw the hips back and extend the left knee straight. Take an inhale to lengthen through your spines. We reach the heart forward. And then as you exhale, we'll fold down over the left leg. Breathing slow and deep here. Yes. Let yourself tune in and feel into the stretch. Then when you're ready, you can inhale and extend your heart forward, lengthening out through your spine. Then we'll spin the right heel flat down to the floor. So we bring both feet firmly to the earth. Then you can open your right fingertips to the sky, opening into your triangle pose. Lengthening through both sides of your waist. We extend out through the crown of your head. Roll the right shoulder open as you scoop the left hip under. Then slowly roll your gaze all the way up towards the ceiling, feeling the fullness of your triangle pose. Then we'll gently bend into the left knee, lunging forward to side angle pose. Once you've set up the foundation in your legs, let's slowly pull yourself all the way up into your warrior pose. So lunging deeply in the front leg, we feel the hips stretch open. Balancing your shoulders over your hips, the torso is square. Extending your arms out from your shoulders, we rotate the gaze beyond your fingertips, looking out beyond the horizon. Then turn your left palm to the sky. We're going to focus the gaze now at the left fingertips. Then follow the gaze with the fingertips as you slowly begin to reverse your warrior pose, arcing the left hand up and over.
Lunge into the left knee as you reach those left fingertips back. Then we'll slowly circle the hands all the way around to the mat. You can trace your gaze all the way back down to the floor. Spin that right heel to the sky. Then we'll sweep the left leg high. Deep breath in. Then exhale to slowly release the left foot down. We'll take another couple rounds of breath here. You can always take child's pose if you choose. Then at the end of your third breath, make your way forward to the top of your mat. You can walk or step forward. And allow yourself to fold down over your legs, just getting a nice, deep, juicy fold. Then rotate your toes 45 degrees, open to the side, and bow forward here. So this is changing the experience of the stretch, moving it more towards the lateral bands of tissue, just letting yourself stretch into this sensation. We're going to inhale and extend your heart forward. Lift and lengthen through your spine. Then gently bend into your knees and let your hips sink low. We're coming down into a yogi squat. Bring your palms towards, you're going to bring your hands together at your heart with your elbows to the insides of your knees. Begin to press your palms together and press the knees open wide. Lift up through your chest, extending through your spine, and we're going to close the eyes here. If it's helpful, you can bring your fingertips to the floor, but if your hands are together, that's even stronger. With your eyes closed, turn your gaze towards the third eye, focusing at that visionary center for 3, 2, 1. Release your hands to the floor, and we're going to try one more balancing pose before we start to cool down. So we're going to practice our crow pose, a little arm balancing. So you can lift your hips up with your palms down to the floor. I recommend walking your feet a little bit closer together, but maintaining that external rotation so the toes are rotated outward. Now again, you can bend your knees, but this time you can lift your heels off of the floor. Then shift your heart forward and begin to bend into the elbows, nestling your upper arm bones under your knees. So it just takes a little bit of a setup. We want to try and bring your knees as high up towards your armpits as you can. Spread the fingers wide and look your gaze forward about a foot in front of you. Shift your heart over your hands. So we shift the weight forward until the toes start to float off the floor. Okay? It might not happen today, and that's okay. But we're just working in that direction. Focusing your gaze in front of you and shifting your heart forward towards that point. Then we'll release the toes to the floor, lift your hips and fold over your legs, and then you can shake out your arms a little bit. Shake out the arms. Then coming back to center, we'll slowly bend into your knees and bring your hips all the way down to the floor. Wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a squeeze. And just let's tuck your chin to your chest and let your forehead come down to your knees. And here in this sweet and intimate moment, just thank yourself for showing up,
for doing the work. Thank your body for how awesome it is. Then we'll slowly roll down onto your back. You can draw your knees into your chest here and rock yourself side to side if that feels good. Then we'll bring the soles of your feet to the floor and let your knees fall open to the sides. Okay, from here, we're gonna bring your left hand onto your belly. And we're gonna bring the right hand up to that space between your eyebrows, up towards the third eye, kind of in the middle of the forehead there. Then we're gonna gently use the right hand and begin to tap on the third eye. Gently tapping. So this is not a lot of pressure. It's very light, using just the fingertips, gently tapping the third eye. And as you tap here, tune in to that deep blue indigo light, awakening your intuition, awakening your creativity and your inspiration. If you're looking for a bright idea, call it in here. If you're looking for a creative solution, allow it to enter through the level of the third eye. So we're still tapping, calling in whatever it is you need. We breathe it in, we call it in through the third eye, tapping, 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 awakening the energy center. This is the level of the dream state, the waking dream, your fantasies, your visions, your hope for the future. It's all culminating here in the third eye, so visualize it. Tap into that creative potential of this energy center. So we're tapping, tapping, tapping for 3, 2, and 1. Then let's just bring a hand, a nice warm palm, onto your forehead. So one hand to the belly, one hand to the forehead. Gently breathing into this space, feeling the warmth of your hand, feeling your belly rise and fall as you breathe. And slowly relax your hands down towards the floor, letting your palms rotate open towards the sky. And you can begin to extend your legs out in front of you. And let yourself settle onto your mat in a nice relaxation pose. But as you settle into this Shavasana, again, we're going to keep the eyes closed and rotate your gaze towards the third eye, inside. So this is a very internalized gaze. It's an internal focus. Turning your eyes towards that visionary center. And observe what you notice, no matter how subtle or fleeting it may seem. Tune in to those observations and give them space to culminate in those bright ideas, in those moving inspirations. So as you feel your body unwind, refocus the gaze at the third eye. And allow your body to deeply relax.
letting the feet fall open to the sides, letting your hips relax. Feel your belly softly rise and fall. Feel the muscles in your low back melt. Feel the weight of your ribs and your lungs and your heart sinking down towards the earth. Feel your shoulders broaden as your arms and hands and fingers relax. Relax your throat. Relax your jaw. And relax your eyes. Letting your eyes settle down towards the earth. We're just letting everything surrender to the pull of gravity. Feeling your body heavy against the earth. Take a deep, full breath in. Breathing all the way to the top of your breath. And we'll exhale slowly and deeply, allowing the breath to escape the body. And we'll slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently inviting some movement, reawakening through the body. You can roll your wrists and your ankles around. And when you're ready, extend your arms up over your head, taking a full body stretch. Then gently roll yourself over to the side and press yourself up into a seat. So just take a moment to settle yourself back into an easy, comfortable seat. And we'll just close the eyes down again here, taking this moment to reflect, to observe how you feel now compared to when you first began your journey. Tuning into that third eye, feeling light just expanding out all around you. May you take the energy that you've cultivated in your practice today and let it move you forward in your projects, in your visions and your goals and your dreams, awakening a deeper intuition. And may you trust yourself and trust that inner voice. Bring your hands to palms touch at your heart. You can bow your head to your heart, giving gratitude and thanks for your amazing body, for the subtle energy body, and for the great mystery of life itself. And may we carry that gratitude out into the world and let your light shine brighter and brighter for all to see. It's truly an honor to walk with you on this healing journey. Thank you for joining me and allowing me to be your guide. I look forward to seeing you next time around. Until then, namaste.